It's always nerve-wracking going to school alone, going through metal detectors, being patted down, wanded down. And that's just not the environment that students should go to school in.
The police, they should be available to respond and respond quickly and act appropriately. But there's not any strong reasons for them to be in schools. And in fact, we see these unintended consequences from having them in schools.
After the mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas, many Americans are discussing whether police officers in schools would help deter an attack.
Putting police in schools that's been around for a long time, right? We can actually go back to the 1940s and 50s. Fast forward in recent decades, where we had an incredible increase in the number of police in schools, what we've seen is an increased number of suspensions and expulsions in those schools, as well as an increase in the number of kids being referred to the justice system. And all of those things have fallen disproportionately on students of color, particularly African American students.
Black students are more than twice as likely to be referred to law enforcement or be subjected to a school-related arrest compared to their white peers, according to the Department of Education.
So in a lot of places, particularly in schools with a high percentage of students of color, not only will you find school police officers, but you'll find metal detectors, you'll find security cameras. All of this, what we know, because what students say, makes them feel like they are in a jail or a prison.
Having more cops in school means more interactions with police, especially to Black and brown students that are disproportionately targeted by those very same police. And it also means that we have less resources for us as students. Instead, we should be using resources for mental health support to avoid situations like what happened in Texas.
Black boys as young as 10 are sometimes mistaken as older and perceived as guilty compared to their white peers, according to a study from the American Psychological Association.
Having counselors, having social workers, having teachers that are well-trained to work with young people, having alternative dispute resolution programs, those are all the types of things we should be investing in.
80% of parents support having armed police in schools, according to a 2018 study.
These school shootings are unbelievable tragedies, but we also should realize it is still quite rare. But what's not rare is the number of young people who are killed every day in our communities by gunfire. That's not rare, that's very common. And so we should be doing the things that we can to make kids safer, both in schools and even more importantly, in their communities.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.